teach you to be a soldier because everyone's a soldier first. And then your initial employment training is just like where you learn your job. So for me, it was learning how to drive armed vehicles, how to shoot guns, all that kind of stuff. So anyway, past all that, day one posting into a unit. So this is your first day, like in the actual army, as a fully trained and competent soldier in your respective field. Yeah. And you post them on a Friday. So for some reason, it's always a Friday. So, flew in from Victoria into Queensland where I got posted, and get shown to my room. Went to the unit, got to meet the people we were working with, and it's like cool. And then we knocked off for the day. So I'm like, okay, it's day one. Like I'm not from Queensland originally, so I was like, I don't know anyone here. I don't know where I'm going. Like I don't know anything. So I'm just gonna go back to my room, just chill out for the weekend. And I go back to my accommodation, and all the accommodation blocks are like,
here we go.
Lots of little tiny rooms in these big buildings. And then in the middle of each building is like a patio area where you can go out and hang out, and there's chairs and stuff out there. So it's like, I don't know, 5 p.m. on a Friday afternoon, and I'm like looking out, there's just rows and rows of buildings. I'm looking at the building directly across from me, and there's like all these people bringing out chairs and all this stuff, and they're all sitting outside, probably like 20 or so people, 20 or so soldiers. And they bring out this big TV and big speakers. And I'm like, oh, they must be getting ready to like, watch a movie or something like that. That's pretty cool. And sure enough, they turn the TV on, put DVD in. And the first thing I hear on the loudest you could possibly hear was the start of The Lion King. You know how they're like, that bit. So that's on like loud, and I'm watching these 20 dudes who have like beers in hand are all like screaming this song out as the start of Lion King's playing. And then all these other people in all the surrounding buildings came out onto their veranda, like balcony areas, and they started shouting out the songs as well. And for a solid hour, everyone was singing Lion King songs. And I'm like, what is this place?
That sounds awesome.
Yeah, it's just like, you just think like the military, it's all guns and killing and all this stuff. And yet my first experience of being at a unit was like 20 dudes and a whole bunch of people around them just singing The Lion King. I was just like, what is the army?
Yeah, that is so funny.
And you just start to realize, like, you sort of forget because of that is your job, but there's lots of like literally 17, 18-year-olds where they've grown up with that, and that's just perfectly normal.
Yeah.
In saying that, if that happened in a Milston, that would be perfectly normal as well.
Yeah, that is true. That is 100% true.
And speaking of Milston, are you going to be using your platform to be promoting said Milsim?
I guess so. I'm hoping to go.
Oh, you better be coming.
I've been told that I have to bring the minigun.
I think that was a given.
Yeah, I think pretty much I'm just going to be using the minigun while I'm there, so...
Are you a Mil Simmer as well, Grogan?
Yes.
He is a Mil Simmer.
Cool.
As am I.
Ah. How you going, guys?
Schultzy.
Yeah,
I lurked in.
How'd you go with the new game?
Man, I played the training, and that was unsettling. Then I played a game with some 4 randoms, and I basically had an anxiety attack and had to stop playing.
Really?
It's like I literally had my whole body pins and needles and like chest tightness, and I was like, this is fucked, this game. This is so bad.
I'm a fellow anxiety sufferer, so I'm not playing that game.
Oh, like I was like, I had like a full physical reaction to it.
Wow.
Holy
It was
moly.
weird.
Wait,
Yeah.
What game is this? Because I want to play
It's
it.
called Phasmophobia. Phasmophobia.
Yeah, it's a fear of ghosts.
Yeah, fear of ghosts. So you're basically a bunch of paranormal investigators who go into a house. There's been a ghost sighting or something. You've got about 5 minutes to place all sorts of equipment down and stuff. And then after 5 minutes, the ghost becomes restless and starts, ringing phones, doing like poltergeist activity. And then you might have some objectives like get a picture of the ghost or witness it. And it actually has voice recognition. So I did a video before. I'm in a room like, I think his name was like Jacob Wells or something. And I was like, Jacob Wells, give us a sign. Jacob Wells, give me a sign. Are you there? And this fucking spectre appeared right in front of me. And then started chasing me out of the fucking room, and then got me and like teleported me into this like ghost dimension with all like bodies hanging up and shit. And like it was just.
We're gonna be streaming it on Friday.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, disgusting! I don't like the sound of that game.
Oh, it's scary, and the atmosphere, before like it builds up. It's
No.
I actually have an anxiety disorder.
Yeah, it's not. It was a physical like it's a green. Pink was standing over the body and was not reporting it.
Can I just say, I wanted to finish my task and then I was going to report because it was the long task of the wires.
Who's Ling Ling?
Me.
Oh, so you were going to finish the task and then report the dead half body massacred next to you?
Yeah.
Nah.
Because it was a wired task.
That's very sus.
She was standing next to the body just like doing a task casually. Oh, I thought I'd do the task and then I was going to report the murder.
Admittedly, I've done that. I've finished a task and then reported a body.
So you ran up, saw a body, and then skipped reporting the body. Well, you want to get the task done, I guess, don't you? You don't want to interrupt it.
Yeah, I have done that before.
Exactly, because then I'd go back to the front and have to come back over and waste more time. So I was literally doing the task, and it was the wise one, and then I was going to hit report, and then I went, oh, someone else got it. They're going to think I'm stuck. But
I reckon I think she goes out the airlock, guys. We've got to start eliminating some of these people. We can't just...
I think we should skip. Let's not give the imposter a free kill.
Oh.
By the way, Jason was asking if the whole Lion King thing happened in Townsville. No, it happened in Glipley Barracks. It was a strange place. Many strange things happened there.
What?
We made a water slide once. We made a water slide, and the MPs rocked up, and they were like, the MPs being military police.
Get your jobs done.
What are you doing? And we're just like, we made a water slide, and they went, huh? And they just went, okay, have fun. It's just the most random thing ever.
What was it in like black plastic?
Yeah, it was just a massive tarp they got from Super Cheap Auto, and they just put dishwashing liquid on it and just made it all slippery, and people just sliding, and everyone's like drinking. And usually they're just like, they don't really like you doing that kind of stuff on base because they go, it's not really appropriate. But they were just like, it was a weekend, and they just went, oh, whatever, you're not really hurting anyone, are you?
Can I get some further information, some insight?
Yes.
What armored vehicle were you in charge of?
I was qualified on the LAV, and I was also qualified on the APC.
Did the LAV have like a remote cannon?
I can't disclose that. I do believe that is a.
Well, surely you could just if you saw a picture of it visually, you would see that there's no spot for a gunner to sit on top of it. There'd just be a big remote cannon on top.
I don't think I can. Yeah, I don't think I can tell you that kind.
That's interesting. Because I'm playing, you should come and play squad with me because I do. I was doing some armored gameplay earlier today. Oh, the game's full. I should have clicked it quicker.
Why we all started? I wanted to bring in Nash.
Nash is in.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll play one more.
I'm taking a snap break.
Is Nash your son, Slenderman?
Imagine that.
What?
I'm from the Caribbean. Nash is from the Philippines.
Oh, Slender.
Oh,
I
sorry.
am your
I
father.
didn't know this was you.
That's okay. I don't. He can be adopted.
Oh, that's so cute.
I love that. I love how he was like offended but not offended. It's like, I'm from the Caribbean, he's from the Philippines.
It's not a problem. I love trying.
Oh, that's sweet.
I haven't gotten any of my own as yet though.
By the way, as Jason's pointed out, so the ASLab in Australia, there are also different variants of that vehicle. So different variants have different setups. Some have turrets, some don't. Some have the equipment to be used at headquarters. Some are recovery.
Bye all.
See you, mate.
Bye, Thunderman.
Can we vote?
Tomorrow.
Can we vote Cyan, please? Because he's the one that killed Slenderman.
Okay.
Alright,
Who are we voting?
Cyan.
Cyan.
Cyan. My auntie left.
Oh, my auntie left.
Sorry, continue on with your story, Cormac, because it's really interesting.
Oh, I forgot where I was going. Oh, there's so many stories. So many stories. Here's another one. In one of the training areas at Shoalwater Bay, it's Commonwealth land, so like you can't just go on there. It's owned by the Commonwealth, and it's used for training. And there's like no reception out there because there's no tower. I don't know the actual dimensions. Jason might know the dimensions of what Shoalwater Bay training area is. It's huge. It's huge. It's like thousands of kilometers, like of land. But yeah, because it's Commonwealth land, they don't authorize anyone to put phone towers there. And many companies have asked, like Telstra's asked and Optus, and said, look, let us put a tower out there, we'll pay for it. Anyway, government's like, no, there's no reason for you to do that because the only people that can access that network would be people from the military anyway. It's not worth it. No. However, technology on phones has gotten pretty good, and the little antennas in phones are getting a lot better. So I remember being out there. We're in the middle of this training area, no reception, just SOS only. And we're driving around, and obviously, like, I was new to the regiment, so I didn't know anything. And I was driving for my troop sergeant. He goes, "Oh, we've been out there for a week or so.
Do that.
Family's going." I'm like, "Oh, how are we going to
want this?
home? Like, we're in the middle of
Is this
nowhere.
what you want?
No phone towers out here." He goes,
Is
"Don't
this what
worry
you
about
want?
that. We're going to sort this out." So,
Whoa, yes. Oh, mess with the Empire and you get messed up.
The defense capability is dropping. Keep going. Targets destroyed.
What's my own team? Oh. God, 3 TIE fighter pilots. Well, I've got a captain.
Targeting is useless.
I want some enemy bogeys. Is what I want. Stay on target. That's it.
That should do. Good shooting, pilot.
Thank you very much.
Our reputation will never recover from this.
Captain James, I think I found where the refugees are hiding. On our way.
Okay.
Pilot with me.
Do this.
We've got enemy activity.
That's what I want. What have I got?
Pilots down. We have
X-Wings.
on sensors.
Good. Drive these Imperials off my station. Boy.
ceasefire. There's someone dressed as Ronald McDonald running through the artillery fire area. Apparently, it was someone like protesting something or other dressed as Ronald McDonald, which is really funny.
It's sort of a
It's sort of a mad stitch up. That's like a bit stupid, but
Can
anyway.
barely hear you.
That's a mad stitch up, but it's stupid.
Yeah, it was. It's pretty dumb. There's lots of dumb things happen out there, though.
well, back in the day when I was just out of
Back
high
when you were a
school,
young pup.
my dad was a QFI in the army for the ARH Tiger. So he used to bring home. He was only allowed to bring home videos from Shoalwater Bay that weren't classified, but
Yeah.
the stuff that those guys were doing to that hill was just phenomenal. It was round after round straight into the side of that hill just for a bit of fun.
Yeah, we did. They're called yippee shoots, and
Yeah.
Jason would have done this at some stage. He's on the stream. So what they did is they've got these like tank shells. I mean, like the proper tank, not like a bullet shell. I mean, an actual shell of a tank that's had everything stripped out of it, and it's just this armored shell that just sits out there. And we did this yippee shoot. It was at the end of the exercise, and they were just, oh, there's a dead body in reactor already. And I didn't see anyone, so I'm skipping. Just quickly write this. Yeah, so it's like this shell of a tank out there, and it was like they put it 1 kilometer away, and they said that we've got, thousands of rounds of ammunition, rockets, and
Where was
everything
the body?
that we need to get rid of. So let's just do a yippee shoot. So they said if we can penetrate the hull of the tank that's 1 kilometer out, it's on flat ground. If we can penetrate the hull, we'll get home a week early. They're going to give us a week's worth of leave to go home. So I've seen what would be described as the most impressive display of firepower of all these vehicles and people just shooting at this tank that's 1 kilometer out. And after we finished, we went out and had a look at it. Nothing. Not a single round got even remotely close to penetrating it. And they knew it, which is why they said they'd give us a week off if we could penetrate it.
Oh.
We have to do danger close artillery. So danger close is when you're like obviously incredibly close artillery that would likely kill you if you were not protected. So we were in armored vehicles, so we were protected, and we drove into position, and they dropped artillery essentially right near us. I think it was 150 meters, maybe less, 100 meters. Close enough that you could, we were getting peppered in shrapnel, but far enough away that the explosion wasn't going to kill us. And I've never heard artillery like that before. Like I'd seen artillery firing in the past, but to be underneath it where it's landing, all you can hear is what sounds like a freight train followed by a massive explosion. It's terrifying.
Dang.
And I'm a big fan of Band of Brothers, like the TV series. And I remember like the couple of episodes where they're in Bastogne and they're just getting bombarded with artillery. And I tell you what, I was crapping myself inside an armored vehicle in perfect safety, but listening to that sound and just imagining being in a foxhole in the snow with no protection and just praying that it didn't hit you, that would have been absolutely just I couldn't even imagine it. I really couldn't.
No, that's crazy.
It's scary impressive.
Yeah.
So you do lots of cool stuff in the military, but that's the 1% of the time. The other 99% of the time, it's it's just like any other job, really. You just go to work and you have the same type of work duties you'd have in lots of jobs outside. It's just like a really standard sort of not 9 to 5, I guess it's like 7 to 4. Another person at reactor, 7 to 4 type job. Like it honestly just feels like any other job.
Yeah. Do you miss it?
All the time.
Where was the body?
It was in reactor.
Boys, in now.
Oh, boys are getting in trouble.
The boys are back.
They're getting in trouble.
Let me think, I'm dead. It's blue sauce.
Can't make self-reports all the time.
So hey, what kind of artillery would have they been firing 150 meters?
I believe it was 105 mil.
And is that,
So
could you
howitzer.
feel the shockwave?
It was like 3 o'clock in the morning. I couldn't say that we could feel any kind of shockwave. You would just hear what sounded like a freight train, and then just this loud bang, and then you just hear like the vehicle getting just peppered in shrapnel.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Just massive chunks of shrapnel from the round going off. It was
Is
terrifying.
it just to sort of desensitize you to that particular?
It's both desensitizing and being. So you got to recognize danger, I guess, when you hear that sound. If you were overseas in say Afghanistan, or maybe not Afghanistan, say you're first in another conventional military that has artillery. If you heard that, you'd be able to report that and know what it is. It's always about being prepared, because you have to always be prepared to take charge as well. Like even in a crew, and infantry would be the same. You know, if your leader gets taken out, you need to know how to do the job so that someone can take over if something goes wrong. That's why everyone needs to be on the same level and needs to have that same training. So yeah, it was about us being able to identify that sound and then what to do if that was to happen. And also it was a confidence builder of the capability of the vehicle to go, look, if you were ever exposed to any kind of artillery or mortar strike,
you're not going to freak.
Close. And you're not going to freak out because the vehicle is going to say keep you alive. You do it when you do like when we get gassed as well. So there's a dead body in the hallway outside the lake.
Yeah.
I'm finding you do a confidence test when you get gassed as well. So you wear MOPFOR, which is like it's like a chemical suit you put over your gear, and they take you into a shed.
Just don't trust Brown. He's lying.
They take you into a shed, and then they you got a gas mask and stuff on, and they cook like I guess it's like the OC stuff, the stuff to gas out. And you walk in with like a face with the gas mask on, and obviously it doesn't have any effect on you. And then you have to like break the mask. You have to take the mask off, and then inhale all the gas. And terrible.
What the hell are they voting me for?
What? Must be sus.
I was nowhere near there. I was doing the shields. Oh my god.
Brown facing a med bay test.
Oh, it's a tie.
If it's not me, then vote Schultz.
Tie. Yeah, the military is like awesome, but then there are times where I really didn't enjoy being in. It just depends on where you were serving and who you were serving with and what your job was, I guess.
Yeah.
But it taught me a lot. It taught me a lot about how to deal with trauma, how to, I don't know, just how to sort of function in life, I guess. Sort of desensitized to a lot of stuff now, which is why when I got out, I had some pretty hardcore jobs that I probably wouldn't have been able to do if I didn't have that exposure and training.
Did you get a lot of help processing the trauma as well? Like support to process it all to be able to have those coping mechanisms?
I mean, it's kind of hard to answer. I mean, I think from the Jesus, that gave me some mad anxiety just then, screaming into the mic, Nash.
It's just.
What
happened?
And...
What happened?
Boom!
Yeah.
From the get-go, when you're at basic training, they what's the word? I guess they indoctrinate you into that, like being able to deal with stress and being able to process information, all that kind of stuff, because you're constantly getting yelled at, you're constantly under pressure, you're constantly stressed, you're tired, it's information overload. And I think that just sets you up for success. By the time you get into like the real army, they call it. So when you finish all your training, you're generally like a pretty well-rounded person, like mentally.
Yeah.
So when you deal with trauma, it's pretty like you kind of built up to it rapidly. So you just
They knock the emotion out of you.
Yeah, they take the emotion out basically.
They turn you into a soldier, not a well, I guess a pussy.
Yeah, exactly. They break you down and then build you back up again how they need you to be.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
And it's through indoctrination. Like a lot of what happens at basic training, like you could never do that in a normal job. It would be.
Oh wow! He's talking and he got distracted.
Got distracted. A lot of what they do when they train at basic training probably isn't, it's legal for the army to do it, but you couldn't get away with it in another workplace.
No.
But it's good. Like, I loved it. I honestly did. I thought basic was great. Some people really hated it and just couldn't deal with it, but I loved it.
Yeah, well, that's awesome. And you've done that chapter of your life, and even though you weren't able to continue it, like you've got like new, you're on new ventures, and everybody changes careers, I suppose, several times in their life anyway.
Yeah, definitely. I always wanted to do it, and I knew that if I didn't, when I got older, I'd always look back and go, I really wish I had done that, and I'd always have that regret. So I'm glad I did it. At the same time, like, I was med discharged, so I didn't want to leave the military. I was medically discharged. I had no choice.
Yeah.
So I gave it everything I possibly could have given it, and then, like, that's it. There was nothing more I could give, and I was discharged because of that.
Yeah.
So, it's not through not trying hard enough or not being good enough or anything like that. It was just, unfortunately, I suffered injuries that just weren't compatible with service life. So I always look back on it fondly. But yeah, I always miss it. I'm always like, damn, I wish I had been able to. There was just so much more I wanted to achieve that I didn't get to do while I was in. But I'm glad I did it. But I will say this: the hardest thing since getting out, and I've been out since 2016. The hardest thing is you lose that sense of purpose. Like, no matter what job I have, and I've worked a few jobs since I got out, I just don't feel like the same. Proud, if that's the word. Like, I was really proud to put my uniform on every day.
Yeah.
Really proud. It meant so much to earn that uniform that you really respect wearing it.
Yeah.
And now it's like, it's just not the same. So that's the one thing I really miss, is I just don't have that same sense of pride in my work. Just because I know that same...
Ooh, where was that?
I hate my phone.
And you may find that again, but in a different way or a different sense, in the future. Like, you might not feel it to that degree, but you might find it somewhere else that still it's just a new sense of pride or a different sense of pride.
Yeah, for sure. It will just take time.
That's it. It'll take time. Yeah.
It's only one imposter because I'm the one imposter.
I'm voting blue. I'm voting detective. I was in admin first, and then I go to electric. No, you were chasing me. Past reactor. Admin's on the other side of the map, mate. Detective. I guarantee it. Self-reported too.
I'm not guilty, bruh.
Yeah. Okay, vote me. I'm not guilty. I vote myself. Do vote yourself. Go on. Okay.
Bruh.
He's not guilty, bruh. Come on. Oh, what?
Why would you vote yourself then?
Big oof.
Everyone stay together. Stay together.
The imposter that killed me is still alive.
I'm hanging by a thread.
Just don't.
I'm literally
Stay together. Stay together.
Stop running away.
It's Grogan. Just run. It's Grogan. It's Grogan. Run, split up. No, split up. No, he's not. I know he's not going to go for his own wife.
Oh no.
Yes, he will.
Yes,
Yes, he will.
yes, he will. Oh, now I said that. At least I survived.
Damn it.
I know.
At least I survived.
I can't believe it. Yeah, no, we definitely don't cheat in this game, that's for sure. I'm not the imposter.
Oh, that'd be fun. Have you guys been? Have you had? Are your screens facing away from each other?
Yeah.
We've had this set up since day one, so we're both lying in bed. Princess is on her phone, and I'm on my laptop, and we have a pillow between us. And so I've got my phone set up on Discord, so we can just both kind of speak and hear everyone at the same time.
Clever.
Yeah.
You know what's going to be awesome? The next Milsim, we're all going to have to take a break at night to jump on and play some Among Us.
Boy, I'm so down.
Well, it depends what time of the night, because I'll be home.
That's alright.
So
Yeah, actually, yeah, you're right. It sort of does depend on what time of night, because I may have to be sent out to
Go to
do
communication.
naughty stuff.
Please.
we could do it at dinner time when you guys all sit down to have your dehydrated food. Oh, there's a body there.
Ugh, dehydrated food. Pass.
That's what Mitch has.
I just have dehydrated food. I don't mind it.
True, yuck.
No, I'm off that ever since I had ration packs. I'm all for just eating. I eat light when I go out. I don't take meals. I just take things like jerky, nuts, stuff that you can just nibble on.
It's only
Yeah, my man. That's my man.
It's only one night, isn't it?
Well, yeah. I mean, the last
No,
one was
just-
a couple of nights.
Cook up a steak or something. Yeah, have it like a little barbecue.
I should drop you guys down like a really nice cooked meal.
Oh,
Okay.
meet us at the boundary, and then we can get this
Okay.
like, wicked meal.
I will. I'll
Yeah.
do it. Next meal sim, I will.
Well, that'd be
Yes.
like it'd be almost like a mission to go and collect food, wouldn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like we got to go to the boundary, set up a perimeter,
Supply drop.
wait for the supply drop. Yeah, bring us in
Oh,
some supplies.
Jason, are you
Isn't
still on
our-
stream?
Hey?
I'm hoping Jason's still on stream and listening to this.
Well, isn't our hide, and
It's
I'm
blue.
pretty sure us three are the only ones who know where it is, but isn't that near enough the boundary line to Little Oaky Creek? Like, it's probably like 100-meter walk.
I'm like,
Could do a drone drop.
What do you mean?
Yeah, well, you know where our hide was from the last Milsim?
Yeah.
Isn't that like only
Ooh,
No,
give
it's
or
less than
take
100 meters. man.
meters from Little
It's
Oaky
less-
Creek Road?
It's less than that. It's
it's
at least
close
like,
enough that we could definitely make this mission happen.
it's like 50, 70, like, yeah, 50 to 70 meters maybe.
Yeah.
It's not far, bro.
All right, well, this is gonna happen.
Because if we're bringing in like a cooked meal through the middle of Blue Four Camp,
Boy,
Bro,
got
I
the
did that
ultimate
last
idea.
Milsim.
Just have a couple of orange high-vis vests, and when we need to go and collect, we'll just put them on and say that we're refs.
are you allowed to use subterfuge?
Couldn't see why not.
Like, are you allowed to
What's that?
claim? Like, if you see blue for, are you allowed to claim that you're blue for, or can you leave your weapons and be unarmed, and just wave a white flag, or can they take you prisoner?
I think they can take you prisoner, but
I don't think you can say that you're the opposite team. I don't think you can do that.
yeah.
But you can drop your weapon and like sort of surrender, and then you can just roam around and do whatever.
Yeah, so I'm on I'm a non-combatant, and just go to the boundary line, bring in a fucking big
I'm
big
a non-combatant. Go and grab this big pot of food.
yeah. Yeah, fuck you, I'm a non-combatant. I'm getting food. That's it. They can't get ya.
well, I think it's depending on the ROE. like, and the time of the day, because I know the ROE last Milsim, the ROE changed twice.
What's that
Yeah.
mean?
So
Rules of engagement.
yeah, like
how did they change?
so at the start of the Milsim, basically we were told to use courageous restraint, basically meaning make sure we're not shooting anyone who's not armed. And then it went from that to we're allowed to take
3 warning shots and then
yeah, and it's gone from warning shots to, you know what, just kill them all.
Seems realistic.
yeah, it did. Hey, because I remember me, Crofty, and Ash, we were all walking up, and then all these people gave us warning shots. I was being a bit of an idiot, and I was like, "Nah, I'm not gonna cooperate. This is my village."
I just remember going in and just stirring trouble and trying to get shot. And I remember blowing up one of the blue 4 liters because he didn't check my body. I had a grenade in my pocket. He shot me and I was wounded and I was like lying on the ground. And he walked over and he goes to his 2RC. Oh, quick, check his body, just make sure he hasn't got anything. And as they rolled me over, I just pulled a grenade and went boom, we're all dead.
That sounds a bit like Tim. What he done?
Yeah.
Is that you're like wounded when you get shot? You're wounded on the ground.
You bleed out. I think you have to wait 10 minutes to bleed out.
And you can be rezzed in that time.
You can be rezzed in that time, and I think you can defend yourself with a pistol if you've got it, if I remember correctly, or have a grenade or something like that. So I martyred myself. I was wounded in that 10-minute window, and then they walked over my bleeding both up.
Can the other side give you medical attention and take you prisoner?
Yes.
Yeah.
And like pump you for intel, torture you?
Yep. Well, they can't torture you. They can get your intel if you've got it.
Of like if you had written documents.
Yeah.
No, they can take that. But if you got it in your backpack, they're not allowed to search your backpack.
Yeah.
Because who knows what you got in there.
I can't wait. I'm gonna be down, sitting in the tower with the minigun, just being like, no one's taking me alive. Juggernaut style.
I went to join the Australian Defence Force Academy once.
Oh, going to ADFA.
Yeah, did the intake and sort of what's it called, the
I am not doing
aptitude course.
Aptitude test, yeah.
So I did that, and I did the P test, and I did the exams and stuff, and the psych test, and then basically got to sort of towards the end, and then they pulled me in to see like I don't know, some ranking guy, like a psychologist, and he goes, "Oh, look, unfortunately, we can't let you in.
Why?
You're too dumb."
What?
Nah, I don't know if that was the reason, but I think I was only 17, and I was admittedly probably pretty dumb at that time in my life. So I think it was a good decision. So I just don't see like. You'd have to be just an exceptional individual to be like at age 17 to be accepted as an army officer, A
few that get in. I wouldn't say they're exceptional. There's a few. We had one at our unit who enlisted at 17, graduated to ADFED Duntroon. He was like 19 when he was a lieutenant.
Yeah.
He was just like the baby of the regiment. Like,
yeah.
Even though he was a lieutenant, you're supposed to salute him and stuff. You're just like, no way.
Yeah.
You're like 17, kid.
I just can't, I couldn't see myself at that age, looking back now, actually like leading like men into battle. Like I couldn't do it.
You'd find because if I'm someone that's been an officer can obviously correct me if I'm wrong. So I didn't go to Duntroon, but I'm pretty sure when you go to Duntroon, the positions are the positions are allocated depending on how well you do. So the better you are at Duntroon, the more likely you are to get the Gucci postings, like a lieutenant in intel or infantry, you know, or the combat corps. Whereas if you don't do as well, you tend to be an officer in like dental corps or, you know, health battalion or something like that.
I know a few people who do like a reservist legal officers.
Yeah.
Which is interesting.
Lots of coppers go in and do MPs in the reserves as well.
Oh, do they?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm interested because I do a lot of drone flight in you know, as a hobby. And I'm in the middle of getting my remote pilot's license, so I was looking at drone-based roles in the reserves, because that'd be pretty cool. Like
They're becoming the big thing now. Lots
yeah,
of
like
people
a
using them.
UAV pilot. You know, I think it'd just be it's like a video game. You know, like they wouldn't have to bother about doing the you know, like any psychological testing, because I'm like, mate, I played Call of Duty. It's just a thermal vision, mate. It may as well be a game.
That's what they said to me. They went, how much experience have you got? I said, I've played Call of Duty Modern Warfare. And they went, oh, mate, get this guy in.
Yeah.
It's funny, though. I say that now, but, you know, everyone in the army plays computer games when they're not at work. And they're all playing Call of Duty or Squad or
Tom Clancy's better.
Tom Clancy.
You know, it's actually you know, it's really interesting. I did in law school. I actually did for some mooting. We did like administrative law moots in the AAT, and under the Veterans Affairs Act, there's like, you know, I don't know if it's Veterans Affairs or social. I think it's Veterans Affairs, and you could get a like a lifetime pension or something if you can prove that your injuries were war caused. And there's a whole heap of jurisprudence on what is war caused and what isn't. So it's really interesting. So reading the case law for what's war caused, I've read heaps of interesting cases of people who had I'm doing this bloody reactor task. Sorry, hold on. I don't know who put this on.
Yeah, needs to go.
Oh, no, someone did a dead body halfway through, so it wasted my time. So there was a few cases of people who were in like the Korean War, and like guys who had operated ship-based artillery, who had been given coordinates and had fired, but they didn't know whether it was a successful hit or not.
Interesting.
And that the guy had claimed, oh, I've got PTSD or whatever because it's a war cause injury because I was this artilleryman. And the Veterans Affairs was challenging it, going, hold on, you never saw anyone get killed. You were merely firing artillery. That's not war caused. And so there's heaps and heaps and heaps of case law on what exactly is war cause and the proximity you have to be to events to claim your injury or your mental health or whatever is a result of that. But there's whole heaps of case law on people who are just trying it on, you know?
I could imagine.
Because
I could absolutely imagine.
it is a good pension. It's a good pension.
I get the pension.
Yeah, it's Oh, I can't vote. What did I can't votes? I'm talking too much.
You're bound to have people that are going to try and abuse it for a financial gain.
Oh.
Like anything. Same as people that are trying to abuse, you know, insurance companies to get a financial gain.
Life
Social
pension.
Security.
It was really fascinating. And I did a moot on it. And the guy had Doing this reactor one again. Sorry. Now the
So
murder
when I
is just gonna come.
I can't complete one of my tasks. It's the lower engine, a line engine output, but it's not yellow, and I can't click it because I was halfway through doing it when I died, and it's just glitched out.
No, really.
Oh no.
So there's no way that we can win by tasks. Sorry, guys.
Oh no.
You
So
have to vote out the imposters.
so there was this mock scenario that we did. This guy was it posted in a at a naval base as a guard in and he was guarding, and he was in a guard post. He heard a rustle in the bushes, and he shot at it, and it was a wild pig.
Yeah.
And he developed PTSD as a result of that. And so I was like, oh, this is really interesting. So I researched the fact scenario and worked out that at that stage of the war, I think it was like 1960 something, like really early on, all the combat was to the north. It was like there was no battles or any sort of enemy action down where that naval base was. So I led some evidence and said, look, it was extremely unlikely at that point in time that this guy would have held a reasonable belief that there was a Viet Cong soldier hiding in those bushes when he well knew that the combat was several hundred kilometers away. And we didn't win. We lost. It was terrible.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got best speaker for that mood, and that team,
Team that beat you.
the team that beat me won the whole competition.
Oh wow.
So I know the girl who my mooting partner was, and this was like probably, I don't know how long, 8 years ago. I know the girl, and every time I see her, I make a joke about it. I tell her, I say, oh, I'm all depressed, I'm really bit down in the dumps. She's like, oh, why? What's the matter? I'm like, oh, we should have won that mood, eh? I just keep bringing it up.
So are you a lawyer now? Or?
I'm a family lawyer now.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so I deal with lots of people's rubbish.
Whereabouts are you based?
I'm in Northside, Brisbane, Aspley.
Okay, yep.
Where are you based?
We're in Toowoomba.
Ah.
But I grew up in Brisbane.
Oh, so the mill sim's like, you just have to walk out to your backyard and you're at the mill sim.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. Actually, use your house as a fob.
Not that close, but yeah.
Are you from Toowoomba, Grogan?
No,
He was born in Brisbane like me, but
well, putting it that way, I was born in Brisbane, but I'm an army kid. So
Right.
I lived in 5 houses before I was 5.
Is it full now?
No, there's one spot left, buddy.
We actually we do heaps of military families. We're fairly close to like Enoggera and those north side suburbs.
Yeah.
So heaps of like, and it's what really stuffs people up is the postings.
Yeah.
So particularly when you're together, you can get compassionate postings, as you probably all know. But you know, you can get compassionate postings to, to get posted together. But when you separate, that no longer applies. So it's like all of a sudden, Dad gets posted to wherever, and
Oh, are you? Bruh.
Black.
Can I be AFK for a minute?
The two most competent detectives have been eliminated first. Well, it looks like I think the imposters.
Good game.
I think It's like if you're an imposter, you target Nix first.
Yeah.
Because he's like basically the Sherlock Holmes.
Yes.
Yeah. Throwing
You know who it
things
is.
all the time.
Mm.
So how did you end up in Toowoomba?
So as soon as my dad, I think he was a QF. Once he finished up in Townsville, flying Hueys, he decided to become a QFI. So that meant he had to get posted out to Oakey.
Right.
And he got posted out. When was that? Must have been either 98 or 99. I can't remember. But yeah, no, we've been here ever since. So I grew up pretty well in most of my childhood. I can remember I was in Toowoomba, but
Screw all of you.
Yeah, but no, I moved. What did I do? I was born in Brisbane, moved to Canberra, then moved to, I think it was Sydney, then to Townsville, and then we settled down in Toowoomba.
Alright, did a lot of moving.
Yeah, and that was all within 5 years.
Alright.
Whereas I was born and bred in Brisbane, I'm a city girl, and I moved to Toowoomba for work. So graduated uni, worked in the I can't really say what I do on this forum.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Secret squirrel business, huh?
It is. Yeah. So I moved up here for work, but for me it was really like just a career move, like an advancement, and
Yeah.
I was always just going to get back to Brisbane because my whole life was Brisbane, and then honestly, like I struggled so bad until the day I met Mitch, and then I don't know, everything just changed, and like long story short, 10 years later I'm still here. It's crazy.
There's a few beers down at the local fucking pub.
Well, and I really didn't want to go that night, so I still thank my friend every time I see her for that, because if it wasn't for her, because I was in that whole, I'm not dating, I'm just doing me now.
Wait,
And
who
she
pulled
was
the moves
like-
on who, by the way?
Oh.
You kissed me first.
Oh.
Hold on. You've jumped straight to a kiss. I want to know before the kiss. What happened? Who did he pick you up with a pickup line? Was he did you buy you a drink? What was the story?
I was pretty drunk, but I know I was sitting outside, and I know he walked out the doors, and I was like the third wheel between my friend and his friend, and then he walked out the doors, and we locked eyes straight away, and I think he just walked up and pretty much said hello to his friend and started talking to me straight away, but then
I threw my own team under the bus. I hope it's Fred. I threw my own.
all of that stuff.
Just being a real gentleman.
He was being a real gentleman. And yeah.
That's so hot.
That is so hot.
Well, I suppose I should probably stop there, really.
Wow. It just got all steamy.
I'm gonna take your man.
We've got tender ears in this channel. We've got to be careful.
Yeah. But so yeah, that was just a really nice way. Like honestly, when you say, "Oh, I'll never meet like anyone in the pub. It's like that was me. It just wasn't ever on my mind. But I so badly wanted to meet someone, but I was kind of in that state of mind, like it wasn't gonna happen. I was doing my own thing, and I feel like that's kind of how it all fell into place for me. Because sometimes I think when you focus on that too much, it really can consume you. And I'm just so blessed.
That's so cute.
Oh, thank you.
What a real love.
Can someone call the emergency button, please?
Yeah.
I'm from Toowoomba as well.
Who's Toowoomba?
Tell us about your love story then.
Nah, but not this one.
Ooh. Yeah.
That can be saved for down at the field.
Oh, those dark nights on the field. Those dark, lonely
No.
nights.
It's just
You're playing the mill sim. Those dark, lonely nights.
no. My missus hasn't even played a mill sim or never played a job or game. I'm trying to kind of into doing it, but
Does she play Among Us?
yeah, she has a few times. She's played with you, Cormac.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Jojo.
Oh, yes.
Wait, who's Jojo?
That's Josie, bro. That's my missus.
Oh,
You devil, you.
Oh, I threw leg under the bus nice and early.
I was like,
See,
what
Lang
are you
Lang.
doing, bruh?
Well, obviously, my strategy paid off, didn't it?
That's a big bra moment.
A big bra moment. You had no idea. It's like, why would he sacrifice his own team? Because I'm Schultzy. All right, we're back in.
Let's go.
I can't use that strategy again.
Can I pick a hat?
Who is?
You can pick a hat. What hat do you want to pick, mate?
anyways, guys, I'm gonna go to bed because I've got to be up at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Oh.
Jeez.
That's
Yeah.
early. That hour just doesn't exist.
What are you?
Oh, old boy. God.
What are you doing?
You may have been in the stream with it. I work for FedEx.
Aren't you on the dole like everyone else?
No, you're not on the dole.
No,
Job.
unfortunately, I didn't qualify.
Well.
It's only a blow up thing.
I'm too much of an expensive wife for him to be on the dog.
Oh, I was picking up that vibe. I was getting
Does he
that.
buy you
Very
the best-
strongly getting that vibe.
Does he buy you the Kmart handbags?
I'm a Chanel and Mimco girl.
Ooh.
So,
Yeah.
Not
Can
Louis
I change
Vuitton?
my name?
Nash just keeping it real.
Nash ain't here to muck around.
Is this junior player someone's kid who's playing?
Nash has just been joining into our streams for the last couple of weeks and just plays with us all the time.
Just going off.
Where
He's
are
from-
you from again, Nash?
He's from the Philippines.
Oh, that's right, the Philippines, yeah.
And he's 10. He's 10 years old, remember?
Wow. Good on you, Nash. Getting
This will be
stuck
my
in.
last game as well. For all getting out.
I
this will be
apologise for my evil behaviour. I just can't help it. That's inherent.
mine. Nash doesn't seem to mind. Nash doesn't even say anything. The only thing Nash ever talks about is the game.
Nash is he's
Or
focused.
changing his name.
Or changing his name.
He's got a
Or
laser focus.
He's laser focused.
Yeah.
He's not here to muck around.
He's not here. Well, he's not here to put fucking socks on caterpillars.
Socks on caterpillars. Oh my god.
That's a polite version of the spider one, isn't it?
You all started?
Oh, Nash, really started. You took too long to change your name.
Alright, nighty night, guys.
Good night, guys. See you on next time.
Yes.
Thanks, Cormac, for a fucking good night, mate.
No worries. Thanks for coming along, guys. I'll see you in the next stream.
Yeah, see you in the next stream. Night, world. Night, guys.
Bye.
man.
Everyone say
Bye.
goodbye.
Bye-bye.
I changed my name to Big and Bull.
Good work, Nash. This is our last game, Nash, and then I'm going to be jumping off, buddy. I have to get up nice and early for work. Who are we all voting? I wasn't paying attention. Dark green? Who's dark green?
Cactus Man.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna join the game. Next live.
Dark green.
Wow.
Well, if
Dark
he's
green
an
voted for
imposter,
you.
he tried to throw me under the bus. Exactly.
Imposter.
See you, Cactus Man.
That makes you look sus now.
Why?
Because he voted for you.
Why would he vote for his own team?
Why not if he's getting voted out?
I suppose. But only someone would accuse me of the flimsiest reason.
I always look for the flimsiest reason.
Yeah, that's flimsy Cormac. Last game of the night, and I reckon finally Cormac's come up as an imposter. It's his last game of the night. He's getting lucky. And he's gone, and I think he's slipped up with a very flimsy early allegation.
I think him voting you out has just revealed the card.
No, I don't, well, he wasn't in the he wasn't in the
no, he wasn't.
Discord.
But I think he realized everyone's going to vote for him, so he's just thrown the vote.
So he decided to just.
Under the bus.
So you're saying the imposter had a dummy spit and just thought, I'm just going to lose the game for everyone by
100%.
throwing my. That seems like a very, very sus allegation.
I think you're suspicious.
Oh, okay. Just let me do this task and then.
I'm trying to get my 2 medbay tasks.
Yeah. What task are you up to, Cormac? What are you doing?
So I'm doing the scan now.
Okay. Yep.
And then it's just glitched out.
Oh, and it glitched all of a sudden, so you couldn't complete the task.
No, it's because there's 3 people standing on it.
Okay.
Oh, I can't do it because someone else is doing it. I've got the scan and I've got the inspect sample, the last 2 tasks. But I have to wait for this guy to finish before I can do it. Yeah, ready? Here we go.
But you
Scanning out.
only need to scan once.
Scanning. Watch the task. Watch the taskbar. Ready? It's going to go up. 3, 2, 1. Scan complete.
True. Okay. That's a pretty good way of proving your innocence.
Yeah.
Unless you just
This is why I
guessed
don't
it.
talk a lot because I talk into my chat. I'm gonna sleep now. Bye.
Mitch just sent me a meme from Among Us. That's great. I hope he's still on stream. That's classic.
Lower reactor. Who was over that side?
I was still in medbay,
Hmm.
so I don't know who was over there. And yeah, the lights were off. Where was Lime? I didn't see
I
him.
don't know. Lights went off. Who would say that? That's a pretty funny thing to say.
So Red was with me in medbay.
I was in medbay too.
Don't know.
Who voted first? Aria. It's a quick vote.
Yeah, I'm gonna skip. Not enough info.
Naruto, I am skipping. I think there's a lot of very suspicious behaviour going on in this game. This particular game.
So Red voted for me, even though I was in medbay with Red. Did you have many people watching your stream when you're doing Phasmophobia?
Oh no, I didn't really schedule it. I just jumped on and I was mainly aiming to just run it and try and get some clips out of it.
Fair enough.
I find I get a bit more performance on those.
I said my name in general.
Very nice, Nash. Yeah, it's been fluctuating a lot tonight. It was up to like 56 concurrent viewers just before, and now it's like dropped down to 6. It's been all over the place tonight. So Lime did the lights by himself.
Did he?
Yeah. So I'm not sus on Lime.
Ooh, I was just following Lime. He was with you.
I don't think Red. I think Red's sus. Brown found the body. I reckon.
I don't think it's Lime. I don't think it's Lime. Unless he was running away from the scene.
Nix is saying it's Brown.
Nix. Is Nix in the chat? Yeah. No, I reckon this is the one. I reckon Nix is the I reckon Nix. He's usually pretty.
Nix is never
it's
wrong.
Brown. Yeah, Nix is never wrong, but he's very quiet earlier on. Now he's suddenly started making allegations.
I'm gonna take Nix's word for it because if it's not
No.
Brown, it's Nix.
Well, why sacrifice my life to trust Nix?
I don't know. I'm gonna be interested to see everyone's voting for this round.
He's a crim. No. Nix has blown his cover. All of a sudden, out of the blue, accuses me with no evidence. Where was it? Are you? Don't be me. Ooh, Nix. I'm watching him.
Thanks for liking the stream.
Where is he?
Appreciate it.
Get on him.
Where is Nix? I've done all my
I'm on
tasks
him.
now.
Nix is in admin.
Oh, there's.
Doing what? Do what job at? What job you doing, Nix? I wonder. Nah.
I'm coming to admin now. I'm with Brown. No, Brown's peeled off. Oh, you guys aren't in admin.
Nah, he's in weapons. He's so sus. He's like coming. He's coming at me, but I'm running away. I'm legging it. Yeah, watch him. Everyone watch Nix. Watch it. Oh yeah. Quickly do the navigation task. Good fake task, Nix. Okay, up he goes. Watch him. Stay on him. He won't get a kill.
Taskbar did go up when he finished.
Well, let's watch him. See if he's done his jobs. If he does a job and his taskbar goes up. Oh. Okay, we gotta go do that.
I'm with Nix and Brown. Going up to the
Go,
top.
oxygen.
We're at top 02 now.
Oh, bottom 02. What?
Oh, there's no one there. Oh, they won.
And it wasn't Nick. It wasn't
It was
Nix.
Brown. Brown was right when he called it.
Oh, what color am I?
You're orange.
Oh, I thought Nix accused me, so that's why I got on him, because I thought he was trying to throw me under the bus.
Oh no, you were.
Because
you
I
were
usually
orange.
was brown, but I very sussly changed my skin to orange because I think Brown Schultz was getting a bit too much flack. So
no, Nix was correct.
Oh no! Oh, how you getting those animations up on the screen? It says, has shared your stream. How'd that happen?
It's the alert box in Streamlabs.
An alert box.
Mhm.
Because I do have an. Get the alert box to link to. Do you have to configure it?
Yes. Yeah.
I gotta look into that.
There's two ways that you can do it. Yeah, just do a bit of research. It's not too hard to set up. There'll be like just watch a YouTube video on it. They'll all tell you how to do it. There'll be a tutorial. And you can change the animations, the noises, and stuff like that.
It's got like settings for alert box, and it's like there's no real.
Yeah, you have to watch a tutorial. It's
Yeah, alrighty.
a bit more complicated to set up, but not too hard.
Can you
I
get
can't really
buttons? Can you get sort of can you have if you get a kill or something, can you trigger a button to your stream deck to say excellent kill or something? And a sound.
I couldn't see why you.
Yeah, I'll look into it. I think it's something I can do. But
Look into it.
yeah, I will. Are you you heading off?
I'm gonna head off now. Yeah, I gotta get up pretty early and go to work.
All right. Well, I will TTYS. Talk to you soon.
Yeah, man. Talk to you soon.
Good game.
We'll, organise a stream for Friday night. We'll play a bit of Phasmophobia.
Oh well, if we can get more people in, you can play single player, but it's much harder because it's designed for 4 people to achieve all the tasks.
Yeah, we'll try and get 4 of us in.
But two people would just be harder and scarier because
Yeah, true.
so I mean we could still do it, and it's like it's a fun game, and like the first like the real live location I went to outside of training was like super creepy, like in a big old abandoned school at like midnight. So it was like
Nice.
very Anyway, see you later, man. Catch ya.
All right, man. Take it easy. Have a good one.
See ya.
To everyone on the stream, thanks for tuning. See you, Jerson.
Alright guys, I'm gonna cut my stream off there too. TTYS, thanks for watching. Appreciate it. A bit of fun imposter play tonight.